Hey, what's up guys? We're the boys of Outspoken and thank you for tuning into this special New Year's episode where we're going to count down the most memorable moments of 2016. Some bad, as we all know, it's been a rough year, but there's also been some good things. So, hopefully everybody pour yourself a drink and join us while we do this countdown. Let's get the show started, ladies.
Let's do it. Cheers.
Yes.
This year in politics, 2016 has proven to be pretty horrible.
Yeah.
Just following the whole election this year, from one thing after another, it's been a pure disappointment.
We were all feeling the burn. It was so exciting. You see all the youngins getting involved, and that was like huge. And you were like,
Big
okay, maybe there could be change. But then
The DNC kind of screwed us all over.
They
All the
got
drama with
Hillary
Hillary.
yeah.
The rest, we all know that Orange Cheeto Man has won the presidency. That's the kind of the icing on the cake of what
It
has been.
hasn't slowed down with this craziness.
No.
Like, definitely a crazy and a wild year in politics.
And not just in our country, other countries too. The UK had Brexit, which was a terrible idea. Philippines, they're dealing with their own issues. Now Russia is teaming up with Donald Trump. It's just not in 2017. Hopefully it's gonna get better.
Just hope this 4 years zoom by.
This could be a plus or a minus. I think it's a plus because no good will ever come to you unless you do right by your man. Brangelina breaking up.
Girl, for me it is a little sad because I feel like it's the end of an era.
What era? Era of homewrecking? Let me tell you something. She was a homewrecking scallywag. That's what she deserved. You know.
Tell Angelina how you really feel, girl. It's like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, you know, like
Mariah Carey and her billionaire boo. Which that made me sad.
let me stop
Because that's
no, that wasn't gonna work.
yeah, but because I always want to marry a billionaire and live in a big giant house and have him just add to the luxury on the couch and just loves me.
So basically, you want to be Mariah Carey.
I do.
You do. You want to be carried everywhere.
Yes. Everywhere.
Everywhere. Demi Lovato and Wilmer Valderrama.
Oh. I saw that coming though.
Lady Gaga and Taylor Kinney. That was one I was really rooting for. Out of all the celebrities I really care about, all of them, I actually thought that was gonna last.
Tiny and T.I. broke up today.
I'm actually kind of sad about that because I actually thought that it was gonna last.
But
I mean, he
T.I.
was riding with her for so long, even though she looked like
She was riding for him. She went to jail for him.
Okay, we can't skip talking about Taylor Swift when it comes to celebrity breakups. I mean, come on, she's made it on our list twice this year because she broke up with, I can't keep track with this girl.
Calvin Harris.
And who's the other one? Tom Hiddleston.
Look,
Whoever that is.
Look, I don't like Taylor Swift, but I say this.
I don't like her.
I like the fact that she keeps a revolving door of men. I wish I could do it. I wish I had the propositions and the authority to do that.
But
So-
I feel like she can't keep a man though because she be whining all the time. I feel like she's that chick.
She'll write a song about you and all
As
that.
in my head, I feel like Taylor Swift is annoying.
I'm sure she is annoying.
Yeah.
I'm sure she is. But hey, maybe she got that good poom poom. You know what I mean? Maybe she would put it down.
Well-
Does love exist though?
Um,
Because we're the two single guys, so does love exist?
I mean, I love you, girl.
I love you too.
As many of you guys know, we lost a lot of icons in American culture, just in the world in general, many of whom were actually icons within our gay community. David Bowie,
Prince,
Prince,
Carrie Fisher, Florence Henderson.
that was a big one. Mrs. Brady, that sucks. George Michael.
Muhammad Ali.
Particularly like George Michael and
I mean,
like
George Michael was
Carrie
one of the
Fisher.
first guys that I was like, eh. And as a young gay boy, you kind of look up to him like, I want my ear pierced. Where's my denim jacket? Like, he was cool and he just made it okay to be cool, masculine, and pretty.
I think the one that hit me the hardest though had to have been Prince because he influenced me musically and just I loved his don't give a fuck attitude as far as like what he wore, his outfits, his sound. He was always down to experiment with his whole aesthetic and
His stage presence. Same with David Bowie.
David Bowie,
His
yeah.
androgyny. They made it okay to have a queer persona and to be loved and appreciated and celebrated for that. We will definitely miss all of the fallen stars of this year. It's been rough, but you're still in our thoughts.
rest in peace.
On June 12th, a man walked into Pulse nightclub in Orlando and shot 49 LGBTQ and allies.
One of the most horrific mass murders in United States history happened right at home in our own community.
I feel like it actually brought us together as a community.
It did. You know, I remember you had your little get-together
Happened
night.
that night, and then we were going to have a get-together for Pride that day.
Right, LA Pride here in Los Angeles. And I remember texting you saying, I don't even know if I want to go out, because I was so nervous about, because it could have been any of us. You know, how many times do we go into these clubs and we're oblivious, you know, we're drinking, we're having a good time, and we're not thinking about the worst thing that could happen.
I feel like everyone thought that about that day. It's like, do we go out to Pride? Should we make that effort? And even me and Joseph was like, do we go ahead and throw the party?
Yeah.
And we were talking about it, and we're like, yes. More than ever, we felt like this was the right time to do it. And it felt good, all of us coming together, having a good time, having a drink, eating, and realizing how blessed we are to be able to come together and talk about these issues. And it was an emotional day for sure, and I like that we all got together and talked about it.
I'm glad that it brought us together, and knowing that we still have to keep on fighting as a community, and that we're not all safe.
And they definitely put a fire in all of us, and I think it brought the community closer together.
A lot of nerd culture was very much celebrated this year, from Star Wars to Batman vs. Superman, Suicide Squad, Pokemon Go, all the Netflix shows. It was a great year and a great time to be a nerd.
I mean, I don't know all about all the other nerdy shit, girl, but I definitely was on the Pokemon Go this year. I was on the Pokemon Go. You saw me. I did the hack and everything. Oh wait, can I even say that on camera right now?
I think you can.
Pokemon Go, girl. I was catching them all.
For me, the biggest thing was seeing some of my favorite comic book characters come to life. Batman vs. Superman sucked, but whatever. Captain America, Civil War, it was amazing for anyone who's a comic book nerd. See all of our characters kind of on screen together, duking it out. It was pretty exciting.
I mean, I will say this. Thank God that 2016 was kind of the year of the nerds, because it brought down a lot of the fine-ass nerds. I found
There's
some
a lot of
trade,
nerds.
girl, when I was at Santa Monica Pier. There was so much trade playing Pokemon Go.
Did you catch more Pokemon, or did you catch more dick through the app?
Well, you know, let's just call it Pokemon for now.
You broke even.
My grandmother's gonna watch this.
So a lot of Squirtles.
A lot of Diglets.
The most horrible thing, especially as being a black male in this country that we live in, has been police brutality.
And the sad part is it's been on more than one occasion. You know, we've lost so many black lives this year, and the worst part about it is that no justice was served for the majority of them.
Yeah. But here's the thing, it's been happening for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, black men and women have been really victimized by the police in this country, and not much has been said about it. But thanks to
Social
iPhones
media,
and social
yes.
media, and having cameras on everybody, basically.
All these racist people, you're all getting exposed. You can't hide no more. I would say that's probably the only positive thing that's happened from all of that. You know, the Black Lives Matter movement came out of it.
Hopefully in 2017, there'll be some laws mandated to actually help people who are being victims of police brutality, especially minorities, you know, black and brown people.
Yes,
You know?
right here.
Right here.
We can grow from here now. Like, you know, awareness has been raised for all these issues, all these you know, social injustices that are happening. There's only one race, and that is the human race.
The human
So we
race.
all need to learn to love each other.
And get yourself together.
I feel like a personal positive for us is OUTspoken, and how we've created a platform to talk about all these LGBT issues amongst people who maybe normally wouldn't talk about them, like, you know, areas, small towns, you know, because we've actually had people reach out, like, I'm glad you are talking about things because I'm shocked.
Maybe it's not everybody's top 10 best things that happened for the year, but it's definitely for us, and it's definitely given us a platform to, you know, like you said, reach a new audience and to get our voices out there and bring some level of awareness to all the crazy stuff that has happened this year. You know, make people think twice about some of the things that we're talking about, like racism and gun violence and the politics and everything else. So yeah, definitely.
It was definitely my happy space meeting up with y'all and like talking about these things. Okay, I talked about it, I said my piece, and not just that, we're giving us everyone else, you know, a platform to look at it. Just felt good to have that discussion.
And to be able to spread some sort of positive light. Not that we're always positive with what we talk about,
We're not.
but definitely spreading some positive light on our community and just reaching people.
Definitely helped me get through the year.
RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 2.
Yes.
Yes.
Came fucking back, bitch.
And
We
it just-
haven't seen All Stars since 2012. We got season 2
Yes.
this year.
It didn't just come back, it came through. It came through the television into your living room, and then a death drop, then a shablam drop, then... Come on, Steven! We had Alaska, Your favorite?
Katya.
Katya.
Mm-hmm.
Alyssa Edwards is mine. We got Roxy Andrews. We got Detox. The most legendary lip sync of the season was, of course, Tatiana and motherfucking Alyssa Edwards.
Is she?
You know, it was like Dark Twin versus Good Twin. You know, like
It was just good TV.
It wasn't just good TV. It was
brought
good
drama,
performance.
brought performance. It brought fucking
Yes.
drama.
Yes, it brought good hairography. Did you see the way Tatiana did? Oh, damn, she was just
You know who else had hair? Roxy. She can't do much, but she can give you a good hair whip.
Alright, that's all she can do. But listen, the final three for me and that final lip sync singing to Gladys Knight, we were in the bar just living, like it was pin drop silent when we were watching those 2-3 girls.
The controversy
Oh yeah, well, you know.
between Katya and Alaska, like the whole season,
The
gave me
snakes.
my life for 2016. It was kind of like my piece. It was like every Thursday night I knew I could have a good time and I could kind of just forget what else was going on, like news, headlines, let it all go and just have a good hour of comedy.
I was looking for comedy and trade at the bar. So what it really did is it helped my personal life, my sex life, and my emotional state because this year was crazy. Let's give it up to RuPaul and RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 2 for giving us life and liberty in the pursuit of happiness.
Donald Trump getting elected President of the United States was definitely one of the, if not the biggest event to happen in 2016.
Everybody here knows I was probably the most emotional and most passionate about this whole damn election, the turnout of it with Donald Trump. But I honestly kind of like am looking at it in a positive way in the sense that this is going to, it's going to shake up the system in the sense that people are going to open up their eyes and see what's really going on. The fact
Like
that
the year of realizing.
the year of like realizing. A combination of him being president with social media being a big thing now. Everybody's being exposed for who they really are. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but the outcome of this election, I cut a lot of idiots out of my life. That is a positive. Honestly,
turned
thank
into
you,
a
Donald
positive.
Trump, for helping me weed out the idiots in my life. Co-workers, friends, so-called friends.
I hate that, this is even happening. It's almost still like a nightmare that I wish I would wake up from. So I just think the good thing out of a bad, I feel like it is bringing our community together, and that's what we're gonna have to do. We do have to stick together and be outspoken now more than ever.
It gives you an opportunity to have a dialogue, to help change minds, to help spread the word, to help explain to people that maybe really don't understand why this happened and why it's such a negative thing for so many of us. Definitely the biggest negative of the year, but I think we can all turn it into a positive.
I always say, be the change you want to see.
Did you say that, or did like Michelle Obama or something?
Maybe.
Wait,
I learned from the best.
I think what you
A lot.
said.
That's what you said, that when they go up, we go down. Is that what she wrote? She didn't write that? Okay.
That's a good moment of the year. Embarrassing. If we had to find one shining ray of hope in this dark, dark year, 2016, what would that ray of hope be?
Do we all get information right now? I would have to say the highlight of 2016, because I'll be damned if we're going to give it to Donald Trump.
Oh, of course.
I would say one of the most influential people is our girl, Miss Queen Bee of 2016.
Texas.
Beyonce was probably the celebrity who really used her talent to raise awareness for all the issues that are going on in our country right now,
Women's rights,
rights.
Black Lives Matter.
Exactly. She put
Police
it in her
brutality.
music and her
In a
music
huge
videos.
platform with a huge audience.
And she also exposed racism at the CMA Awards.
Yes.
That was just
And the Super
huge.
Bowl. And the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she kind of brought light again for those people who are like, what are you talking about? Racism doesn't exist. It's because you probably are.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus, Lemonade was just the best album of the year. I mean, it definitely Beyonce's
Collective
best.
masterpiece done
Yes.
by the
It was.
angels of heaven.
Yes.
Beyonce gave us live after live after live from January to December.
Well, cheers to Beyonce
Beyonce,
for
cheers.
single-handedly trying to save 2016 from all the crap.
Yes.
We'll raise our glasses.
We raised it to be.
And to regretting not going to her tour.
Oh, I wish maybe next time, girl. She ain't
Next
retiring
she has
anytime
to.
soon.
Yeah,
She ain't retiring
Yeah.
anytime
Yeah.
soon. She on a roll.
Yeah.
And
Formation
Destiny's
too.
Child may come back together, and that'll be great.
Oh my God! Please let's put that Destiny's Child reunite in 2017.
Really?
Thank you very much.
Beyonce give
Yes.
more gifts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty gay.
Oh, you're gay,
Alright.
bro. I don't know if you knew that, bro.
That's my realization that I'm gay this year.
You know what?
Yeah.
Out.
To
Turning
come
it
out
out.
in 2016.
I said that to a lot of people this year.
That's
Trust
true.
me. To a lot of people this year, y'all. A lot of people know I'll be busting this wide open. No, I'm joking.
Oh my god.
Too far?
The bubbles. The bubbles.
Well, if you don't know, now you know.
You're gonna have all the trade in your DMs,
Well,
girl.
finally, somebody will be in my DMs because, it's been a whole winter. Let's just say that.
Okay, guys, that's it. Thank you for counting down with us the top 10 craziest things that happened this year, good, bad, and ugly. On a personal note, I just want to say that Outspoken has been a really great outlet for all of us. We've worked really hard at this, trying to put this out here, and it's definitely helped us get through the year that was a little bit rough.
We had each other. And I think that actually helped us get through the year. I know it helped me.
Oh, yeah.
And we also want to thank y'all for being with us. It's actually helped us get through some things, being able to converse with y'all and get a little feedback. We're very proud of what we have going on here, and we hope you like watching us. See you on the other side. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers again.
All right, ladies, postures, pop your butt out.
Do I look fat?
Part 2, action.
Wait just 1 second. Like, do I look cool? Do I look nice? Do I look cute?
Oh my God.
So sexy.
Oh my god.
Sorry, this is a burp. Oh my God, sorry.
It's fine.
I'm like scared to take a breath.
One thing that 2006 delivered on was great.
2016.
Oh my gosh, why do I keep saying that? I wanted to
Go back
say
in
on.
time,
Okay.
girl.
So let's start from the top 10, please, girl. I'm sweating so
Okay,
bad.
we'll take a break. All right.
Make
Make sure
Take
five.
one
Yeah, I
break.
know, I know. Yes. Beyonce single-handedly trying to save 2016.
16.
2017, girl.
Come on, season everything.
I had to.
You have to do it. You have to do it. Up. There
No,
it is. There it
but
is.
this was definitely the most controversial season
Uh-huh.
of the year.
Right. Okay. Watch
Oh my
out.
God.
Do you have a seat?
Let me get down. Oh my
Okay.
God, did I break it?
There you go.
That'll
All
be
right.
good.
That was
Yeah.
good. That was good for the
Yeah,
bloopers.
yeah, yeah.
Good for the bloopers.
Thank you. Cheers to 2016 being over, and cheers to 2007.
Cheers.
You said 7.
Back in time, bitch.
I wish it was 2007. Do you know how old I was then?
Oh yeah.
Bitch, I was graduating high school. in
16.
2007.
You're spry, man.
Oh my
You
god.
know?
I was like,
Let's get it rolling.
let's get it rolling. No, sorry. Oh my god. I don't know. Why? Let's get it rolling. What is it?
It's like, oh.
One last time.
Sorry,
I'm
guys.
sorry.
The boys of Outspoken haven't gotten fucked in a while.
I feel like we're all a little frustrated.
Why
or
are we
something.
all a little sexually frustrated? Hey, what's up, guys? We're the boys of Outspoken. And oh, okay. Hold on again. One more time.
3.
The year of the nerd.
I love that. Yes. It was kind of a ray of hope for, especially with everything that's going on.
Darla.
It's kind of.
Darla, no! Them little white girls be. Alrighty, guys. We're wrapping it up. That just came out so wrong!
Safe sex is the next topic we're talking about.
Safe sex in 2017.
Even like the way you talk sounded creepy.
No, bitch.
Alright,
We were wrapping it up, and the minute I said, I was like, oh, that sounds wrong.
That's so good.
Okay.
But so right.